it going, guys? My name's Rami. Welcome back to yet an awesome episode of Arky's Garage. In today's episode, we have an awesome video that we're going to shoot for you. Right next to me is my 2011 Mercedes-Benz E-350. My headlight bulbs are kind of dim. I'm using some old halogen bulbs, and today a cool company named Bevinsee reached out and they wanted to help me upgrade my 2011 Mercedes-Benz E-350. I'm really excited to shoot this video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to replace your headlights on this Benz, the benefits of an LED bulb versus a halogen, and of course we're going to compare what it currently looks like versus what it's going to look like. Are you ready? Because I am. Let's get after it. So here we are, guys. It is currently 8:48 p.m. and we have the original halogen bulbs for our headlights. You can clearly see not the brightest. They do the job, well, but they're very localized, especially where the light beam hits. You can kind of tell they're not really the same in terms of light intensity, since these are halogens and we're going to be replacing them with LEDs. So we'll start with a quick overview of how to get to the headlight bulbs. Once we lift up the hood, we can see on the driver's side, this is the bulb that we're going to need to replace. This is the main headlight bulb. And if we look into the engine bay, there's really no good way of getting in there. It's kind of deep in here behind all of this stuff right here. On the passenger side, we have some better luck. So this right here is going to be our daytime running lights / our high beams. And if we look deep in there, we have that little cover, and that cover is how we get to the headlight bulb. So passenger side is going to be a little easier, but the driver's side is going to be a nice, fun challenge that we can easily complete. Let's unbox this bad boy. We got these LED bulbs from Bevinsee. It's a 1-for-1 halogen size, so this should fit perfectly on our Benz. The type is H7, which is the bulb we need. Color temperature is 6000 K, so a nice medium. Pretty simple box, not too bad. Let's give it an open. Comes with our LED headlight instruction manual. It's got to be pretty straightforward. It's just a simple diagram on how to install it on these types of connectors. Bevinsee is giving me these H7 bulbs to install on my Benz. They are a higher brightness compared to the halogen counterparts. It's going to be the same exact design to plug and play in the same housing. It's going to give a brighter, wider vision range. At nighttime, it's going to be a perfect beam pattern for safety. It's going to be a 5-year-long light, and it's going to be great. All right, let's get to the car, and let's start installing them. So like we mentioned, getting to the driver's side halogen bulb, you cannot go from the engine bay, so we're gonna have to come through the wheel well down here. So I got my jack, I got my 17mm. We're gonna loosen the lug nuts on the wheel as the weight of the vehicle is on the wheel itself. Then we're gonna jack up the car, take the wheel off, and then we're gonna get to the fender liner because we're gonna have to get through that route. So let's just get her done. There are 3 pins that we have to remove in the wheel well liner. Here's the first pin. We have to pull it out with a plastic extraction tool. The second pin is a little higher up, same deal. Work on pushing out that initial pin. You pop it out, and then you take the outer assembly from that portion. And there's a third one. And again, you just gotta remove the pin from the inner wheel well, and you'll be able to get working on this. Now we come directly to the engine block. We have a 10mm bolt right there. At the top of the splash guard, there's another 10mm bolt right here. Looking at the front bumper, we have one more pin right here, and we have 2 8mm that we got to take off to get the splash guard off. All right, everything should be off. We should be able to just maneuver out the splash guard. You can see here at the front, we have those two metal clips that the 8mm are bolted on. Put the splash guards out. Let's get to the bulb. We can clearly see that cover where the bulb, the headlight bulb's at. All we gotta do is twist it off. Can we get a good view with the GoPro? There's the actual halogen bulb itself and its assembly. I think all you gotta do is just twist it to the left and it'll pop right out. So let's give it a try. We twist it to the left and this thing just pops right out. Super simple, super easy. Here's the old halogen bulb. Let's replace it. And since we have the opportunity, I always like comparing both bulbs, just side by side. Really cool, just to see old tech versus new tech, but I'm excited to put these Bevinsees in. And real simple, in reverse order, all we gotta do is plug her back in. Heck yeah. And before I install it, I always like to turn on the car, make sure that the LED bulbs work. And then of course, in reverse fashion, take the bulb, put it in the housing, and then turn to the right until you hear the click. And then take our cover back up, done. Just a quick little mid-job update. Here's the old setup. Here's the new setup. Fire. Side-by-side comparison. It's the daytime, but still looking clean. So to get to the passenger side, it's a little ways in there, but there she blows. Gonna pop off that cover. And we're gonna do the same thing on the passenger side. It's gonna be hard to show you, but it's the same process as the driver's side. Twist to the left, pop out the old bulb. Same old, same old. Take a flathead. I have this prying tool. And just like Chris Fix says, out with the old and in with the new. The new headlights are installed. Let's give them a try. Wow, looking bright and nice. All right, the new headlight bulbs are installed. Let's check this out. Let's turn on the headlights. Whoa, that is super bright. I am loving that. Let's go give it a little test drive. Driving down the road, these things are super bright. I can see the road better, visibility has increased, and the LED light is nice. In comparison to the old halogen bulbs, these LEDs do a great job lighting up the road, and they actually were a great addition to this Benz. You really can't go wrong with LEDs over halogens. They're just a brighter bulb and they just offer more visibility on the road. Really nice LEDs, man. They do a great job. All right, review time. So what did I think of the Bevinsee LED bulbs? They're great. I mean, as you can tell, driving at nighttime, it's really bright out. LEDs are always going to emit more lumens than halogens. They're stronger, they're cooler, they're more efficient, they're going to last longer. They don't require as much energy to light them and emit the road. But to be honest with you, installing them was kind of a pain. And I'm going to show you why. You see right here, we have a side-by-side comparison of the halogen bulb versus the LED bulb. And right here at the base, where this is going to be installed on the housing portion of the light unit, this thickness is probably about 3 times the size of this thickness. I'm trying to give you guys a side-by-side comparison. But because this thickness is pretty thick in comparison to the halogen, it was very difficult to actually lock this into the housing mechanism. You see, this has a universal fit to it, so any way, shape, or form it can fit. Versus the old halogen, there's only one direction, and there's a cutout for you to put the halogen in. I think it's something like this. But you can't put it in any, you can't put it, 360 degrees. There's a specific orientation. Whereas this guy, it's pretty universal, so you could really put it at any orientation. Here's again another side-by-side comparison. There's just a full, like 270 degree circle difference here where it has to be installed versus this is pretty universal. So it's kind of a pain installing, but overall, I think it was a good install because it's just gonna help throughout the night. The product itself is really nice. The company is a very cool company. They have a lot in store. So I would say it's a good buy, but be careful when you're installing because it is not easy. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually learned a lot installing these myself. It's always fun learning and enjoying and growing as we continue to grow this channel together. If you like this product and you're considering buying it yourself, you click on the link in the description below, and if you use my promo code RQG11, you can get 11% off your overall purchase. So hit that link in the description if you wanted to get something. But with that, I'm Rami, this is RQ's Garage, and we'll see you on the next one.